Hello, and welcome to episode 12. I'm Lindsay. Um, I hope everybody had a great week. I had a wonderful weekend. Um, I couldn't say anything about my weekend before it happened because my mom watches my podcast. Hi, Mom. um, and it was a surprise birthday party for her. She turned 60 on November 21st, so in a few days. And we planned a really, kind of small get together, but like I think there was probably 40 or some people in my mom's house. And it was such a wonderful time. My mom was so surprised. She had no idea, which is a small feat for us because my mom knows everything. Like she's very smart, so she figures things out really quickly. And normally, I'm very bad at keeping secrets from my mom. And so this was really, really hard for me to do. Every time I talked to her, every time I was on here, I would like think of something to say and then go, wait a second, I can't say that because my mom will figure it out. So anyways, I have some videos that I'm going to share with you guys a little later on in the podcast from her party, and it was it was a good time. It was a good time. And then Sunday, I went to um, I went to Alicia's place. Now, Alicia is the dyer behind Yarn Inc. So her and I did a wonderful interview, which I will again share with you later on in the podcast. And like I just had a wonderful time, and I think she did too. So she was really nervous to start, but she did so well. So I'm going to share that with you later too. So my portion of the podcast will probably be fairly short. I am actually not feeling well today. I think I got my niece's cold. I woke up this morning with, well, actually last night it started just a sore throat, so I took some vitamin C and I took some neocitrin and all of that kind of stuff, and then went to bed. And then this morning my throat was sore again, so I took some more neocitrin, and you can probably hear in my voice that my voice sounds a little bit different. So so I'm going to try and get through the podcast fairly quickly, and then I'll share all the videos and stuff because the videos are a little bit longer. So my podcast will probably still be the same length, just my portion will be shorter. Shorter. So let's get to acquisitions. So this week was a fairly slow mail week, which is fine. And but I did get some of the stuff that I've been waiting for not really a little while, but like I was excited to get, so I've been waiting for it to come in. So we'll start with that. I ordered from the Lemonade Shop. I'll show you both of them and then I'll talk about each of them separately. So I ordered from the Lemonade Shop, and both of the skeins that I ordered came in. I'm so excited for these. I probably will make socks out of them, but I really love the colorways. So this one here, so her bases are 80/20 superwash merino nylon, and they're so soft, like they don't even feel like there's any nylon in them. And they're 400 yards, 100 grams. And I can't remember what her colorways are called, and her colorways are not written on her tags. But this one's like a sky, it's like a sky blue with the rainbow. And then this one is like a gray, so like a stormy day with the rainbow. So you can see they're both slightly different. So I was very excited to get these. I'd heard about the lemonade shop a while ago, but when I went to order, she was on vacation. And so I couldn't order, so I had an email set up so that I would be notified when she came back from vacation, and then I ordered from there. So I also received my special order. I did a custom order with never enough time because she had this skein in her shop and it went very, very quickly. And so it's called All I Want for Christmas Is Who. You had to know I was going to buy this, right? And so it's like Doctor Who-ish, but Christmas-ish. So I'm excited to knit with this one. I'll probably just do some plain vanilla socks with this one, I think, with the heel, toe, and cuff in the red. So that's pretty cool. I know I say that. I say that a lot. Oh well. I'll also show you, while I was at Alicia's, I picked up this skein instead of paying for delivery. It is beautiful. It's called Immortal, and it's in her shop. You can order it. And her base is 75% superwash and 25% nylon, and it's 463 yards. So this will get me a very wonderful pair of socks plus some minis. That's pretty much all my acquisitions for the week. I did get some batteries for my camera because my batteries have started to like not even keep a charge, which is kind of rough when you're trying to take pictures. But those aren't very exciting, so I didn't want to show them on my podcast. So I also wanted to apologize to you guys because I think last week I didn't say thank you for watching. So, sorry for that, and thank you for watching. Thank you to all the people that continue to watch my podcast, as well as all the new people who started watching, I don't know, today, last week. I really appreciate you all. I would probably record even if only my mom watched. Because I really enjoy it. When I first started doing this, I was really nervous. Like you all know, if you've watched my first podcast, I was really nervous. And now I look forward to podcasting. I look forward to Tuesdays, and because Tuesdays is my recording day, and I look forward to showing like my progress. It's kept me going on things that I wouldn't necessarily keep going on because I want to show you guys stuff. So thank you. As far as progress goes this week, I have some progress on my mini skein blanket. I finished off the side. Sorry, I thought I had this all organized out and then I kind of fluffed it on my thing. So I finished this side of the blanket so that I can go up. I also added, let me see, I added this one on the top here. So now you can see we have 3 rows started. I added this one here, and I added these 2. So I think my count now is 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So yeah. So I have 45 squares on here. It is wide enough now that it fits on my bed so that I don't have to add any more horizontally. I can just work up, which I'm very excited about. It is a lot easier to work up on that blanket because you can just pick a skein or a mini and then decide where you want to put it rather than trying to pick a skein that goes with, or that you know, isn't matchy-matchy with the next one, but you know what I mean. So it's a lot of fun to pick out the colors. I had my mom pick out some while I was there working on my blanket. And yeah, so it's fun to work on. I'm going to try and do approximately five to seven a week if I can, just to try and keep up with everything so that I don't just stall on that blanket. I also worked a lot on my Mama Vertebrae, and my Mama Vertebrae looks a lot different than what you saw it last time because I have lots done. So here's the back, here's where I show my progress. So there's my little gnome. There, that's where I stopped last time on the podcast, and I've knit all of this. So I worked on this a lot at my mom's, and which was really great. It was nice to be able to sit and knit and visit and get some progress done on my sweater and still be chatty with my mom. I was there. I drove down Saturday. I thought about driving down Friday, but then I stay at my mom's when I'm there. And so I'm like, well, that really wouldn't work because then she would know something was up if I showed up there. So I ended up driving down Saturday. I showed up there right on time pretty much, to help decorate their house, and then we had the party, and then Sunday, like I said, we went and did running around and had a nice chat with Alicia, and then Monday I drove back. So it was a pretty whirlwind trip, and the longest, most boring parts were the drive. Because when I leave my house, there's a couple of corners in my house, and then it's pretty much straight until you hit Medicine Hat, and then you turn, and then it's pretty much straight again. So, yeah, boring. Very, very boring. I thought a lot about knitting and things. And the car, like I rented a car because my husband needed the car here for deliveries, for the restaurant, and yeah, the car did not have Sirius Satellite Radio. You know, when you have something and you like it and then you don't have it, it's like, So on the way there, I ended up channel surfing probably a million times because I would hear a song that I liked and then the next song I wouldn't like, so then I would channel surf. And then I would find something I like and then the next song I wouldn't like. So yeah. That probably kept me awake though for the drive, I think, channel surfing as I was going. But then on the way back, I actually stopped at Canadian Tire and picked up one of those converters that you put in your lighter, and then you can plug in things that you would plug into a wall at home. And so I plugged in my MacBook and turned on my playlist and listened to that instead of the radio because yeah. And I mean, honestly, a lot of the radio stations that I listen to are all similar, right? So I'm getting similar songs, and I think I heard Taylor Swift, that Shake It one probably 5 or 6 times. And I thought I was going to shoot myself. I mean, 1 time, 2 times. I mean, in the span of 7 hours, you would expect that you would hear that at least twice. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I listened to it 5 or 6 times. Although by the 3rd time I was changing channels when it came on. But yeah, so the ride home was a little bit more pleasant because of my Mac. Thank goodness. But yeah, so The ride home was good. Like, the roads were really good. I thought this time of year the roads were going to be icy and slippery and whatever, and that I was going to have a hard time driving. Nope, they were good. They were awesome. It was even sunny. Like, the day that I left, it was kind of like overcast here, and then sunnier as we got closer to Calgary, and then when I came home it was the opposite. So it was like sunny in Calgary, and then by the time I got home it was a little bit overcast. But there wasn't any snow on the roads until I got home. And then for some reason it's just Regina that had snow on the roads. It's like the clouds of snow were just over Regina over the weekend. So apparently it snowed a lot yesterday in Regina, so I had no idea because the roads were nice. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have to show you. That's a pretty short episode, 16 minutes. But with the added on videos, and then I'll speak in between the videos and things, so it'll be a little bit longer than that with everything that's going on. So yeah. So the first video I'm going to show you is the interview with Alicia from Yarn Inc. And I really enjoyed chatting with her and, you know, finding out about her and her family and, you know, that kind of thing. And just, you know, I had some questions for her and she answered them very clearly, and, you know, I was very pleasantly surprised, you know, like not really surprised, but just kind of, you know, it was a very awesome interview. And, you know, when I first messaged her about it, she's like, can we go bungee jumping or something else? And of course I'm afraid of heights, so that really doesn't work for me either. But, you know, for her being nervous and everything, she did a really awesome job. So I hope you enjoy this video. Hi, I am here with Alicia Pierce. She is the dyer behind Yarn Inc. Studio. And I buy quite a bit of her stuff. And so I thought while I was here in Calgary visiting my mom that I would come to her house and do an interview. So I hope you guys will enjoy this. So, Alicia, tell me a little bit about you and your family.
Well, I'm a mother of two. I'm married. I have a dog, Thunder, which you might meet. I'm the dyer behind the Yarn Inc. I started out actually as Bug and Bear probably 7 years ago. No, 5 years ago. 5 years ago, and from then I went on to Yarn Loft with a couple of gals, Pam and Julia.
Mm-hmm.
And from there we branched off to be more business women, and now Julia is Vivid Yarn Studio and I'm Yarn Inc. And Pam is a mother of three, so her life is very busy. So yeah, that's about it about me and my family. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Keeps you busy, all of this.
It does.
Yeah,
it does.
For sure. Other than dyeing yarns, do you do any other crafty type things?
I do try to knit. I do try to knit when I have time.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of time lately, it seems, because the business has exploded. It has taken over my life. I mean, I'm working 7 days a week, most weeks, and so I try to knit. I would love to learn how to crochet. Eventually, one day I will, because that's something I would love to learn. And looms. I would love to get into that. And those little, what do you call those? Those little where they roll up the fiber.
Oh, like making
Rolex. Yeah, like I would love to learn how to do that.
That would be fun. Your fiber would look gorgeous.
I would love to learn how to do that. I've been tempted. I've been watching another lady, Snurb Yarn.
Okay.
Have you seen her?
No, I haven't. Check her out.
She's got beautiful things.
Cool.
But, yeah, she's been doing it, and that's inspired me to want to do something like that, because their artwork.
Yeah, they really are. And then when you spin them and stuff, they look really cool.
There's my dog Thunder.
He's like, well, I'm sure if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen pictures of Sophie. He's like a giant size of Sophie. So, how long have you been a dyer? Like, I know you talked about Bug and Bear. And...
I try to remember when I started dyeing, and I can never quite put a date to that thought. I know other dyers can say, "Oh, I dyed this day and this is the time that," but I can't. I don't have a memory like that. It was around the time that my daughter was about a year or two old. She's now 6, turning 7 next August, so
around 5
roughly
years.
5 years, yeah.
Okay.
But I've been crafty in so many things. I've been knitting since I was, how old was I? Probably 7 or 8 with my nanny. So I've been knitting for a long time.
Wow.
So
yeah.
this fell into my lap from my girlfriend Julia, and I was nervous at first. I was very nervous because it's something new and unknown to me. But
well, you've taken it like a fish to water.
Thank you.
Sure.
I was hooked. I was hooked. I have to admit, I was hooked, and I wanted to continue. I just wanted to continue building.
Mm-hmm.
And all these other yarn dyers that are out there, they're so inspiring to yarn dyers that, and especially to me, that's who inspires me. Mm-hmm. Yarn dyers, not anything else. It's them that keep me going. So
that's good.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Well, you're like I said, your colors, like every time you post a picture on Instagram, I'm like, oh.
It's my visa.
yeah. Just keep my card on the file, 'cause, yeah. But yeah, like I don't know, I've dyed a few years back. I did a little bit of dyeing.
Yeah.
I've pretty much kept it all. I've never sold any of it. I was like, this is just for me, I think. So when I see like colors like this, and just amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you.
So that was part of the reason why I wanted to interview you, is because like I'm like, oh no, I really am, because like I don't know if it was just who taught me or what, but I've never been able to get like the vividness of anything that you've produced.
Oh wow!
It's like I was like,
you
I
could.
really
You
need.
could. You could.
I just need some more lessons, I think.
Yeah, that's it. It's all. Yeah, it's practice.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get this. I need cloud coloring. But I didn't get to that point right away.
No.
Well, I mean, I did have dark colorways from the very beginning that popped, but I mean, I should have kept them, because I look back at them and I think,
yeah,
and I sold them.
And
people love them. But
yeah, exactly.
I mean, even now, I might look back in 5 years and go, what was I thinking? But at the time now, I think what I'm doing is brilliant and beautiful.
Mm-hmm. So and everybody loves it.
You grow.
And even your subtle colorways that you've just started doing, those are gorgeous too.
Thank you.
So
I change with the seasons. I find where with winter coming, I find that I crave these dark depth of color,
mm-hmm.
like the deep turquoises and the fuchsias and the teals and the blacks and browns
all
and
the
grays.
flowers.
Yes, I crave summer. Yeah. Bring it back.
No, me too. Yeah, I find myself like probably around January, February. I find myself migrating towards yellows, so you might want to keep that in mind. Because I want the sun. Like I need the sun. So I totally understand.
I hear you.
So you said your friend introduced you to dyeing?
Yeah.
And so is that what started you with dyeing? Or
it is. She started dyeing and said, "You can do this. You can totally do this." And I went, "No, stop introducing me to new things," because she introduced me to cloth diapering.
Oh yeah.
So I got into cloth diapering, and from there you knit what's called longies and shorties, and so I got into that and I started doing it for myself. Mm-hmm. Well, for my daughter actually. Mm-hmm. That'd be weird. But then I got into selling my knits, but that wasn't enough for me. It was just the feel of someone buying something of yours is just. It's indescribable. It's You want that? You're gonna pay money for something that I just made? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay, this is getting hooked. I'm.
I feel that way every time somebody buys a bag from my shop.
Yeah, if you're on Etsy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So every time you hear that cha-ching, it's like,
I know, it's like, ooh, somebody bought
what was it? It could be a $5 item. It could be anything, and you're just. Dance.
Yeah, exactly.
Do a little dance in the middle of your house.
Yeah,
my
or
kids
wherever
now.
you are.
Yeah,
I was out.
Now go, cha-ching.
I was out with some friends and it went off one day. And they're like, "What is that?" I'm like, "I just made money while I was out with you." So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So, other than seeing other dyers and what they do, what else inspires you for your colorways?
Everything. And I have explained that in my website, but everything. I mean, I will go out to, even Walmart. I'll be in Walmart and I'll see something just sitting on the shelves and I'll go into La La Land and my husband will go, "What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
Stop it. Let's
on.
go out of this thing," kind of thing. And I just phase out because I'm just constantly, I'm in my own head. Mm-hmm. And it's, something as simple as... Even my orchids, like I look at that and I think, okay, so I could do dark pink, light pink, maybe a hint of yellow. Like I look at things and I constantly and I go, oh, I could use this color and this color. So just everything inspires me. Pictures, paintings, artwork of any sorts. Like my kids' artwork inspires me. Vases, TV shows. I'll look at a house and I'll go, oh, that would be really cool to be a colorway.
I gotta show you this house after, because there's a house for sale in Regina.
Oh, yeah.
Bright orange.
They used mist tints, basically.
I'm pretty sure.
Cheap paint. I'm gonna paint my house that color.
And it's up for sale. I'm like, why would you paint your house that color and then list it for sale?
I bet you it's not gonna take long before they change that color.
Oh, probably.
That'll be the first thing. Middle of winter, I don't care. I'm on a ladder painting.
It's crazy. With the weirds of the mist tints, have you had any dye pot fails that you can think of?
I've been trying to paint. Well, actually, I haven't. I don't have any like super interesting stories. I'm pretty messy. Like everything is spread out everywhere. So I haven't really had any like dye pot fails, but I've had dye bottle fails where I hit something and it goes flying across my house. Here.
Oh.
So,
wow. In your brand new house.
Yes. Yes. And I'm on my hands and knees scrubbing my hardwood floors because there's bright fuchsia dye that's not coming out. And yeah. So that's I don't have anything super exciting. But that's about it. That to me was enough. My kids are going, "Mom, you've got it everywhere," and I go,
"Whoops."
I know. But yeah, no, nothing crazy. Which I'm surprised. I've lucked out because, like I said, everything is sprawled out on my counters. Everything. I'm not a neat dyer. I'm
I'm
like
not either. I'm not a neat anything.
No, no. I refuse. Yeah.
I think when you're being creative, I think you have to be messy. Otherwise, you're just not being creative.
I'm just my juices are flowing, and I'm just go. I'm not even paying attention to anything else around me. It's all what's in front of me with the yarn. And even in the middle of dyeing one yarn, it's like, oh, I'll stop and I'll go to this one and I'll go, okay, let's see what's going on here, and I'll dye up in between.
That's awesome.
Because it's just whenever it hits is when I need to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it's kind of like a 24-hour-a-day job.
It is, because I'll be laying in bed and I'll be. There was one night where I had actually it was the colorway that you have, and I was laying in bed and I thought, this is immortal.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. And I thought, all of a sudden these colors came in my mind, and it was, okay, I need to write these down. So in bed I'm writing down these colors, and okay, now I need to go to sleep.
I have a notebook. I have a notebook by my bed.
Yeah.
And I have a sketch pad on my iPad too, if I'm needing to draw.
That's a good idea, because I was like reaping around looking for paper and pen, and
because you can't go to sleep until it's done, right?
No, I didn't want to get up out of bed because that's.
Yeah. Then your husband's gonna.
I might as well go downstairs and dye the colorway. So.
That's true. So talk a little bit about your clubs. How does your clubs work compared to other people's?
Basically how they work, in the beginning I wanted to make it exclusive so that only the club members got the colorways. But I got messages from people saying, I really need this colorway, and I went, well, you have to wait a year. Well, how can I tell people you have to wait a year? Because they're gonna forget about it, and two, I can't hold back. So basically how I've done it is when you become a club member, if you've purchased from me 6 months ago, you are now a club member. So at any point in time, if you want an old colorway, you're able to order it.
Cool.
You can order, this year actually I will be offering a 1, a 3, a 6, and a 12-month club because people have been demanding it. They want that. And I go, oh, okay.
Sure.
Okay, whatever you want. Because I mean, it's my customers that drive what I do. And that's what they've been asking for. I might remove the 1 month, but I think there's a few people that like that ability, and what that does is
the 3 month one.
I like the 3 month because it's not bad. You get 3 months, but I think what the 1 month does is it allows new people to come in who have never experienced my colorways, and they go, "Oh, okay, I totally love this," or "I don't love this one, but I'll give it another chance."
Yeah.
So I can try another month. So I do like the 1 month. I prefer the 3, 6, and 12 month because it's just it allows me to be creative, and it gives me the ability to go, okay, I've got this many clientele, where at any point in time in the month, a customer can come and purchase a 1 month or a 3 month.
Right.
And it's
a little bit less organized.
It is. And it makes me go, okay, they want this one, but hey, there's a method to my madness, so I've been able to keep up with it. I
working.
prefer. Yeah, it is.
That's good.
Sprawled out. This person gets this one, but yeah, no, I love the club colors. Actually, they're probably my favorite part of what I do because people put faith into my vision, and it tells me.
The picture that you posted for that one, and then you posted this one, and I was like, wow.
Well, thank you. And sometimes, the funny thing is I will see a picture like that, and I'll go, and this is what I'll picture. But then other times, I'll dye something, and what I'm picturing, and it comes out, and I go, this isn't it at all. What is going on? Because there's just, I think sometimes in your mind you think that you can picture colors put together, and it turns out that exact way. I have never been turned or disappointed in a colorway, like a club colorway that I've pictured, or anything that I've been inspired to do from anything. I've never been disappointed with one. In fact, I'm usually quite surprised because there will be times where I'll dye it and I'll go, in the pot it'll look not so pretty. It'll be kind of like, oh, why did I do that? But then when it comes out and it dries and it gets that depth to it, it's beautiful. And I go, oh, okay, you didn't fail me this time. So I've lucked out. When I first started dyeing, I called them my fugly colorways because they were ugly. They were very ugly, and there were ones that I just tossed because I went, no, this can't even sell. So now now that I know that I'm at the point where I love all my colorways, I know I'm going in the right direction.
Good.
So
awesome.
Yeah, I totally started blabbing about other things, which I do a lot.
That's fine. I totally do. I go off on tangents all the time. Like, I could be talking about one thing, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, wait, no. Like,
that's what squirrel. I do in life, too. Squirrel!
Yeah. Squirrel!
Squirrel!
Makes sense, right? It's really funny. I have a friend and her husband. We were talking the other night on our VPN, because we get together online, and he was talking about something, and then all of a sudden, like, literally not even at the end of a sentence, he switched to something else. We both started, like, laughing or whatever. It was so funny.
That is funny.
So, just because I'm selfish, have you thought of doing, like, mini skeins?
I have. But the thing is, the issue that I'm having with this is time. Is figuring out how to do it efficiently time-wise. I don't know how many people have messaged me saying, can you do a small mini skein, even like small rainbow skeins and stuff? And I go, yeah, that would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But with how busy I've become with all the other in stock and dyed to order and clubs,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to figure out how to introduce that, because there's other things that I want to introduce as well, which will come out in the new year.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to do mini skeins. I just don't know how to do it efficiently.
Yeah.
That's my only.
It is time consuming to line them.
It is.
I sit in front of the TV and line them when I have extras.
And yeah, I'm at the point that I barely watch TV because I'm constantly working. I'm so passionate about this that I put my all into it. So I would love to do mini skeins because I think they're beautiful. I think they're gorgeous, and how they knit up, they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
I
just finished putting one of your colorways in my blanket, in my mini skein blanket.
I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, I'll take some Instagram photos. I was gonna bring it, and then that was like the last thing I thought.
Oh, I would have loved to see it.
So it's just like it's like this big, so really there's nothing to see. But I mean, the colorway, I think it was before you started naming your colors, and so it's like raspberry, fuchsia, and white. Yeah, it said dark something, anyways, and then there's like that light blue in it.
Oh, that's Sakura.
Okay.
Is that Sakura?
I don't know, like it didn't have a colorway color in it. So, and I didn't see it here.
No, I haven't had it here in a while. I'm just trying to think.
But yeah, so
it's got the really dark, almost like this, right?
yeah, darker than that.
Yeah, that's
And then,
Sakura.
like that color, and then white, like not really white, but
like a light
blue,
pink and then
light
a light blue.
Yeah.
That's Sakura. That's one of my oldest
Okay.
colorways. Yeah, which I love.
I know, I loved it too. I held on to it for a long time before
That
I
is a long
decided
time.
what to knit with it, and then when I was doing Christmas gifts and things, I'm like, my niece needs a pair of socks, and she's 2, so pink.
Yeah.
Pink
Oh,
everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
pink or purple.
yeah.
That's a safe bet.
So it
for
works.
children.
It
Yeah.
works really well. So, and then I had a bunch left over, which ties into my mini skein giveaway because I'm giving away some of your yarn on my podcast. So everybody who enters will get a chance to win. I'm giving 5 mini skeins away, and so they'll all have a chance to try out your yarn.
That's neat.
So that's pretty
That's
cool.
really neat. I love that idea.
Yeah, so that's how I do my mini skeins. Usually, if I have a skein of yarn, and then if I get more than 5, I'll give away 5, and then keep the rest for.
Yeah. That's a good. So you
friends
split it
and
into
such.
half then.
Well, I split it into 25-yard balls.
Okay.
Like our skeins, and
Yeah.
then figure out. Like if I have way too many, then I do a giveaway, and if I have only a few, then I'm keeping those because I do plan on doing like a mini skein swap.
Yeah.
So I want to keep some for that.
And
kind
those
of
are
stuff,
those are
so.
neat too.
Yeah, so probably if I do so, well, I don't actually know what I'm going to do with this skein yet. I just, when you posted it the other day on Instagram, I was like,
I find that knitting it up is helping people. It really
yes,
is. It's helping.
yes.
It's
And
helping
actually,
me.
I was going to say that I've had a few people, when I told them that I was coming to do the interview with you, they all said, "Tell her we love the knitted stuff. Keep that going."
I will, because I love it too. You know what? As a
Yes.
dyer, I don't always see what things look like knit up, and for me, I think it inspires me. Oh, okay, so I can add this color here. Like it my OCD brain. It's hard to explain how it works, but yeah, I will.
Awesome.
Yes,
That's good because
Long story short, yes.
yeah.
That is my plan. That's been a goal of mine for a long time, and I actually have a really old long knitting machine from my grandma.
Nice.
But it needs a part, and I'm
Hard to find. I'm sure.
yeah. So I bought the Addy knitting machine because that was my goal. That was my end goal, is to have knitted swatches.
That's
So
awesome. That's good. Yeah, I know, like, I find even, like, other dyers, I tend to buy more from people that I can see what their knits look like.
Yeah. I agree, because
So.
I've seen skeins that I just adore as a skein, and I knit it up and I go,
Yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah.
put it back in a skein because it's
Yeah.
more beautiful in
I
a
know.
skein.
Let me find a vase for this.
That's pretty much it. And it's sad because the skein is so gorgeous, but it just doesn't do justice when you knit it up. It's one of those things that it's more like art.
Yeah.
And
I've had a few of those.
Yep. I have too. Where the skein
and it's
is
like, well,
gorgeous.
I think this will be risky.
We gotta put this down.
I need a bigger vase, I think, though. I've had a few. I mean, like, for the most part, I try and buy local.
Yeah.
Which is why when I found you, I was like, yay, she's local to me, you know? And I have another dyer who also lives, like, by Medicine Hat in Lethbridge.
Okay.
And her stuff, like, she does a lot of tonals and a lot of, like, you know, that kind of stuff, and I really love her stuff as well. And I haven't experienced anything from either of you, but I have had where I've had skeins and I've knit them and I'm like, this looks really bad.
I hope
like,
not.
but I don't want to say anything,
Yes.
right? So
Yeah.
it's like, you know, you support and then you, so. But we really do love the swatches.
Good.
Like
I will keep it. I will keep it.
And
'cause I agree.
Josh, sort of a knitter, said that you can just send him one of everything. He's like, oh, you're going to interview her? Tell her to send me one of everything. And I'm like, oh, that's so sweet.
Oh,
So-
that's sweet. That is very sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, when he told me that he started buying from you, I'm like, yay, that's exciting.
Aw.
So I'm sure, like, if you do anything with greens and grays, he'll be like, yes, please, because he's totally into that.
I'm trying to, because my girlfriend Christy on Instagram, she's the one that commented, oh, pink again. Like, because I do colors around pink. Like, it's like, oh, what'll look good with this pink? Like, so my goal for next year, 2015, is to have at least 10 colorways that don't have pink. That is my goal.
This one,
It's kind of even pink, though.
well, I guess the
The
brown.
way it took on that skein kind of comes out.
A little bit, yeah. There's a little bit of pink in here, but it's not like
It's
you
not-
could totally
it's
use
not-
this match
it's
for a
not
man.
Yes, absolutely.
So
Yeah,
that'd be okay.
yeah.
I love this kit.
I'm just I was always nervous to do colorways like that
Look how that looks.
because to me, I don't want it to be too manly, because I do want it to be. I want it to be unisex, but I guess pink isn't really. I think pink is. I would keep trying to get my husband to wear pink.
You could give this to a man.
I think so too. My husband would never wear it. That's
I don't know if my husband would ever wear it either.
that's
But I love all the green in here. Like this green, it's gorgeous.
that's my
So-
favorite green. That's basically all my favorite colors. And I went.
That's awesome.
I'm kind of sad that it's for the club. I'm excited for the club members, but I'm sad that it's for the club because I can't do it again because yeah. But I know I fall in love with colorways, and I think I want everyone to love this one, and I think they do.
I think so. The amount of people that have favorited all your photos and stuff on Instagram, it's been.
I can't pick a favorite.
See, for me, that's the only way I can track you is by Instagram, because I don't know like your sales, so I have no idea like how many people are buying things from you, and so when I look at your like how many people like your stuff, I'm like, good. I'm glad she's doing good. You know.
I mean, yeah, it's been doing awesome. Which at first it was nerve-wracking because when there's the constant cha-ching, cha-ching, you're going, okay, whoa.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Whoa!
I'm busy.
It's scary.
Yes.
But now that I've eased into it, I've also got the space too. Like I lived in an 1,100 square foot duplex back in Calgary. I didn't have the room. We're here. I have all the room in the world. I mean, I have all of this.
This
I
is
have
a
my
gorgeous
kitchen.
room.
Thank you.
And you have lots of space to add to it.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh yeah. I'm constantly changing this room.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm loving it. It's now becoming a job.
Good.
It is.
Yeah.
Where before I think it was more so just like a hobby
It was fun to do, and then if people bought stuff, then it's like, yay, but it's not really whatever, and then now it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bags support my hobbies.
Yeah.
And support me.
And that's what
you
this
too,
started
so-
out with, is I
Yeah.
wanted to buy yarn, so I need to sell yarn. So, and it's just, all my customers have made me. They have, because I wasn't intending on being in business like this. It that wasn't my end goal. It was something I was like, that was a dream, but it won't happen. Like that won't happen. But it's happening. And
My bag business was my best friend saying, "You need to sell these."
Yeah, and that's how
So
it
I
starts.
picked them up, and wow,
And people,
Mhm.
that's how it starts, and
But-
then it just
I feel like you're
Cascades.
critical of yourself, right?
You
And so,
yeah. Every picture I put up, I go, okay, is it okay? And not as many people will like it, and I'll go, okay, and
but then that may not necessarily be you. It could be just people not being on Instagram that day.
Yeah, and that's what my husband said too. He said, dye the colors, just do them. Because everybody has different preferences. And that's why I'm trying to get away from the pink, because I know that there are people out there who, I mean, they've said it straight out, I hate pink. I loathe pink. Stop it. And I'm like, I'm trying. Because they want to buy yarn from me, but no.
I have to say I like it.
I love pink. That's my life, is pink.
Yeah. But, you know, like, everybody has, like, if you want something different, you do dye quite a few different ones.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, like, I guess if you don't want pink, then knit it for somebody else.
Yeah. Pretty much.
That's kind of what I do when I have a colorway I don't like, because I'm not really crazy about purple, but my mom loves purple. So if I make anything with purple, it usually goes to her.
Yeah.
So I just, whatever, I'll knit it and
Yeah.
I'll look at it.
Yep. That's like me with green. I don't like green.
Oh, well, that green?
But I love that.
It's gorgeous.
I'm starting, you know what, I'm starting to appreciate colors more. I'm starting to appreciate all the colors that I never liked, because I've acquired a relationship with color. I know that's really odd to say, and maybe it doesn't make sense to everyone else, but I do. I have my favorite set of all the colors, but I appreciate every color.
Mm-hmm.
And how it goes together with another color, and how these colors don't go together. That's how my world works.
Well, your rainbow ones, like when I first started buying from you, I think the very first couple of skeins that I bought, one of them was one of your rainbow ones. And that's what drew me in, because I'm, like, as you can see from my
rainbows
socks,
rainbows are big, they're my number one.
And then I think my most favorite colorway of yours is Hoot, because it has every single of my favorite colors.
Everybody has gone nuts over that, and I go, really? Okay.
It seems so
it was
simple,
a color. It was a colorway that I thought, it's cute. Like I like it, but it's so simple. Exactly, it's simple.
But it has gray in it, which I love. It has brown in it, which I love. It has pink in it, which I love.
Yeah.
And the white, I love. I love
white. Me too.
So if I can get a skein of white in it, I'll generally go for that versus a darker one.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah, because I love this, but I love. It gives it depth, I think, and I think that to me that attracts my eye. Mm-hmm. So yeah, like,
and it kind of breaks things up a little bit.
Does.
Instead of using black or something.
It does.
It
does.
I tend to go more for white than I do black. Yeah. So.
Me too.
That's pretty cool. Well, I want to thank you for taking time out in your day and inviting me into your home and doing this interview with me. And I wish you all the success in the world, because honestly, you're doing really, really well. So
thank you.
So it's great. It was really great to have you.
Thank you for coming.
I hope you guys enjoyed this interview, and I will see you back on my podcast. Bye. Welcome back. Thanks again, Alicia, for doing that interview with me. I really had a really nice time. And yeah. So the next video that I'm going to show you is a couple of videos from my mom's birthday party. The first one is when she came in. The first part of the video is dark because we're waiting for her to come in. I shortened that up because actually there was it took a really long time for them to come in the door. It was really weird, but I cut part of that out. And then everybody said surprise before we turned on the lights. So here it is. Enjoy.
Happy birthday, Grandma!
Wasn't that great? Yeah, my mom she was so surprised, and then she's like, it's not my birthday. But we had a really awesome time, and this is a video of her opening a present that we all got for her. We got her a family ring, excuse me, and she's wanted one for quite a long time, so enjoy this video.
That's from,
Yeah, you know, she knows everybody, all the kids, all the grandkids, that's upside down. It's all the grandkids. That's all the grandkids.
Yeah. Yeah, Amanda told me.
It's everyone's family, like, all the grandkids. Here, hold on, it's all
That's great. She started to cry, and it was so nice. She got a lot of wonderful things. I gave her my the Urban Survival from Josh Ricks. I gave her that shawl. I had planned on giving her that shawl right from the beginning. I picked out the colors that I knew she would like and knitted up for her when we were doing the mystery along a few months ago, and yeah, so she really enjoyed it. She was wearing it the next day, and you know, like when we went to Alicia's to do the interview, she was sitting on the couch kind of behind us, but you couldn't really see her, and she was entertaining Alicia's daughter, so it was really quite cute. Alicia's daughter made her like one of those little rainbow loom rings. That's really nice. So so she came with me for that, and then we went to IKEA to do some shopping because we don't have an IKEA here in Regina. So the closest one is either Calgary or Winnipeg to us. And so it was really nice to be able to go there. I picked up a few things for my restaurant, and I picked up a few things for here at home. And so that was really nice. Really nice and fun, and I got to hang out with my cousin Trina, which was good because we don't, now that we live further apart, we don't hang out a lot. We used to live, when I lived in Edmonton, we used to live about 20 minutes away, and I was always over at their house hanging out and stuff. So we grew up almost as sisters, pretty much. We spent a lot of time together, and so it's still fun to hang out with her. So we went and did that, and then we went and had Fatburger for lunch. So yeah, so that was really good. So well, I hope everybody has a wonderful week. Get a lot of progress on your knitting done. Don't forget, we have the mini skein giveaway again. I'm giving away 5 skeins of yarn ink, or 5 mini skeins of yarn ink. She did tell me the colorway, but now I forget. I'll have to ask her again, and then I'll put it in. I'll put it in the giveaway thread so that you can see what colorway it is. And we also have the Christmas Crunch craft along, and that is going really, really well. There are, I believe there's 10 or 11 entries now. And so everybody's getting their Christmas gifts done and posting them on the thread, and in that thread I'm giving away a set of 4 stitch minders that are Christmas related, and I'm also giving away a skein of Dream in Color Everlasting Sock. So that's wonderful. So get your prizes, or get your, sorry, get your entries in for those prizes, and again that one goes till December 15th, so you still have a whole month to enter, and if we get above 50 entries, then I will add another prize in, and I'll have to think of one for that, but that's okay. And yeah, so this week and next week, probably like for the whole next month of, well, the rest of November and a little bit into December, I will be working on lots and lots of sewing. As you can see behind me, I have Star Wars fabric on the table ready to cut. So, so I am just about to cut bags for that, and get lots of stuff loaded in the shop so that you guys have lots to pick from. So I don't have anything else new for the shop at the moment, just because I spent the weekend away, and generally I sew, like, I try and sew a little bit every day, but I do more of my sewing probably Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and so generally there'll be more. I did upload a bag last week. It has little little fawns and little hedgehogs on it, and I think I uploaded 2. Yeah, there's probably 2 in that one. And so I did upload 1. I'm just going to kind of upload them as I get them done instead of doing like one big huge shop update to make you guys wait. I'd rather just upload as I get them produced. And so yeah, so keep watching my shop and have a great week and keep knitting. Alright, bye!